Hello, my name's Ross Constable and welcome to my Test It, Trust It series. So today I want to talk about an aspect of PPE that often gets overlooked, but to keep you and your colleagues safe at work, you really shouldn't be skipping this step. For PPE to remain effective, it needs properly maintaining. This might mean washing, scrubbing, or performing some sort of routine maintenance. So let's take safety footwear as an example. If left in place, contaminants left on the sole throughout the working day will compromise the level of protection. Mud, objects stuck in the sole can cause slip hazards and otherwise damage the boot. So in areas where harsh chemicals are used, allowing them to remain in contact with the rubber sole may cause the sole to become brittle and otherwise create cracks in the material. This can lead to all sorts of problems. So the metallic midsole could rust, reducing its effectiveness, and little bits of rubber can drop off the sole and end up in undesirable places, such as manufacturing processes, machinery, equipment, that sort of thing. This is particularly important in industries such as construction, food manufacturing, and aerospace. To ensure your boots continue to keep you and your colleagues safe, you must remember to clean mud, chemicals, residue, or debris off of your boots at the end of a shift. Another thing that people often don't realise is that some PPE can be washed, either industrially or domestically, and it's not just clothing. Gloves and other items can be put through the laundry too. If they can be washed, it'll say so on the user information sheet or on the wash care label. This will also let users know how many times the garment can be washed and still remain compliant. If they aren't followed correctly, it may compromise the protective qualities. Take retroreflective tapes on Hi-Vis garments as an example. The tapes contain microscopic glass beads that are glued to a grey background material. When washed at higher than allowed temperatures, this can cause the adhesive to melt and the glass beads to drop off. What's more is it won't be obvious that this has happened straight out of a wash because the tapes will still be grey. A quick check you can perform is to take a picture of the garment with the flash on from different angles. If there are any dark or dull patches, then the PPE has been compromised. Likewise, washing PPE beyond its stated number of wash cycles means there's no guarantee that it continues to conform to its specified levels of protection. Clothing is tested by putting it through a series of wash and dry cycles. So if the garment claims that it can be washed 25 times, then this is how many times it has been washed when it's been tested. Importantly, for all safety clothing, if no number of wash cycles are claimed, the garment can still be washed 5 times and remain compliant. This is because all safety clothing must meet this minimum requirement. So I think that means if you can test it, you can trust it. As part of an investigation we performed for one of our customers, we assessed their laundry practices. We discovered that they were using an industrial process that used tunnel drying and chemicals. This left the tape completely useless and dull because the glass beads had fallen off as a result. That's all from me this time. I hope you've heard some useful advice that'll help keep you and your colleagues safe at work. Please join me next time where we'll be discussing how changing your insole in safety footwear can compromise the levels of protection offered.